72% rate over the last 2 days. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, and I'm back with another sleeper video here. Again, it's one of those new sites that is out there. Had a lot of feedback, like the video, like the site. I've had a lot of success inside of our Discord. Like I said, over the last 23 plays that I've given out the last 2 days, 18 and 5. 5 and 1 in baseball plays I gave out yesterday. So I do baseball and NBA. We're going to talk a few NBA plays though for today's slate, but we'll dive in a little bit and kind of show you kind of how I attack it. It's a lot of fun, kind of explain it. If you want to see more of these videos, do me a favor, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and I'll do my best to knock out these videos for you. And again, we're going to talk a little bit about Sleeper. But hey, if you don't have that Sleeper account, you want to join us, you want to check out these videos, again, use that promo code CashKeg and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Again, all that stuff is in the description below. All right, let's get after it. Let's talk a little Sleeper. Let's go. All right, as you can tell, I have the Sleeper app up. They don't have a desktop version up yet. I reached out to them yesterday. It's still in the works. No time frame when it's going to come up, so you got to do everything through the app. It would make it a lot easier for me to do these videos, but I was still able to get this up, kind of show you what it's about. So as you can tell, this is what the app looks like. And we're going to talk about a few plays that I kind of call freebies. I like to throw a couple of those in and match with a couple of plays that are going to give you a better return on your investment when you throw them in there. So first one here, Anthony Davis, again, over a double-double. He's crushed this in almost every game. I think his last 10 games, he's only not hit this once. He's playing big minutes here. Really don't have anyone that can stop him on the Warriors side here. So again, now you're only getting 16 cents on the dollar here. It's 1.16. This is dynamic payout here at Sleeper. It's a little different than you're used to over there at PrizePicks or Underdog that has a set structure of what they pay. With the dynamic payout, you can go all the way up to 100x with this. So depending on the plays that you want, if you want to take more risky plays, you can do that here. If you want to take plays with a little less risk, like the Anthony Davis double-double with the 1.16 return, you can do that as well. It's one of the things I love about it is it just gives you a lot of freedom in the way you want to build out your slips here. Now, one thing to keep in mind, there's no flex, so you have to get every one of them right. So keep that in mind as you're building out these. I like to stick to the 3 and 4 players when I build out my slips. I know some people like to go up to that 8-player parlay to try to get that 100x. To each their own on how you want to play it, but it does open up that for everybody on how you want to play it. So again, one of the first free ones, again, I like that. And Steph Curry right next to it, under a double-double. He hasn't hit this all playoff long. I think he's going to be trying to score a ton here to try to win game 2. So I don't see him surpassing double-digit assists or rebounds at all. I think he's going to do a lot of points. So I don't mind taking under that. Now you're sitting around only 28 cents to your dollar on 2 plays. So you're not going to get a big, it's only at 1.3x. That's why I like to match these. So there's 2 that kind of stick out to me that I'll talk to a little bit that, you know, are definitely a place that you can kind of look at if you're looking at playing. First one here, fantasy points. And if you kind of look at a couple of these that are a little lower than I think they should be, Draymond Green, 31 over here. Now, if you're used to the fantasy points, I know they're different in a few other places, but these are basically identical to PrizePicks in terms of you get 3 points for a block and a steal. So they add up pretty quick. But if you notice at some of the other places that are out there, Draymond Green is like at 32.5 at some places. You're getting at 31 here, and it's at 1.77x. So if you add that to the 2 free ones that we threw in, you're sitting at 2.3x with those 3 plays. And this is another strategy that you can use if you want to go heavier. If you love just one play, you can take that and add one of the 2 plays that don't give you quite as much, but it's basically like playing a single prop for one of these guys. So it's kind of nice. So again, Draymond Green higher than that 31 points fantasy points is one that I do like, because again, it's too low here. It should be closer to that 33 mark. So one that I do like. Another one that we can kind of look at, I think, is too low fantasy point wise. Actually, 2 of them. Jordan Poole is one that's too low to me at 21.7. I think we could take advantage of that. Add that to it, we're sitting at 4.1x. Like I said, you can build these out however you feel like. If you only want to take 1 or 2, if you want to take 4, go up to 8. It's completely how you want to play this. Again, I prefer to play the 3 to 4 mans on this with 2 or 3 that are around that 1.77, 1.8x, and then a couple that you're only getting a few cents on the dollar to kind of just add to it and juice it up a little bit. So yeah, 21.7 is too low for me. And then the other one I feel like is a little too low is Dennis Schroeder here at 16.1. I think there's a bunch of ways you can go with him. One thing you can kind of do here is you can pull up and hit this button, and you're going to be able to pull up, Dennis's projections or that you want to go after and look at them. Just kind of scroll through the ones that you like. So points 1.69. I like this one. That's one I think you can look at. If you want to look at steals at 1.61, I definitely like this one for Dennis. If we kind of pull up and see what he's done against the Lakers in that steal department, he's had one in each of the last 3 games they played. He had one last game. If you want to take a shot at that, I still prefer the fantasy points because you're going to get probably steal out of them, get some points, get some assists. So that's where I'm kind of looking at it. But there's just one way that you can kind of pick through and see exactly what you want here. So that's what we're kind of looking at for sleeper here. Again, I've been putting out baseball plays as well here. Got plays each and every day inside of our Patreon and Discord. So if you want to join and get some of these plays or just talk some sleeper, I mean, a lot of guys have been transitioning and playing this a lot and having the dynamic pay structure that they truly do have. It just kind of opens up a lot of different ways to play this. So again, if you want to use it, you want to, join, again, use that promo code CashKeg, get that 100% instant deposit match. And then if you want to join the Discord and the Patreon and check out the plays that we have each and every day, you can do that as well. And I'll do my best to try to knock out some of these videos to give you some of my favorite plays. But again, I think the market is a little too low here for Draymond Green, Jordan Poole, and Dennis Schroeder. So if we add Schroeder, I'm just going to put those 3 plays. So we got 3 fantasy plays here with Poole, Draymond Green, and Dennis Schroeder. And then those 2 kind of free plays with the over Anthony Davis, looking at that double-double, and then under Curry's double-double. That's a total of 5 plays. We're looking at 7.2x return on that. So not too bad. Again, they're not fixed like they are at some of the other sites where if you have a 3-man, you're going to get, 5x or 6x depending on the site that you're at. And then, it's just different. Again, you can't miss one here. There's no flex option. You got to get everyone right. So it does, the more guys and the more plays you're putting on this to get up to that 8-man parlay for that 100x, just realize your risk tolerance is going up a lot higher to do that. So, but given that option to be able to do, a safer play and one that's a little bit more risky, I do like that option. It's a lot of fun. And again, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. Just let me know in the comments, what is your favorite play today in this game? Do you think Golden State is going to win? Or do you think the Lakers are going to take 2 at home in Golden State? Again, appreciate each and every one of you guys. And like always, see you on the flip side. Deuces.